What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ. I should have done this piece yesterday on the actual anniversary, but I figured I'd talk about and pay homage to the lives lost on the Lokomotiv plane crash. 44. I think it's a year ago yesterday. Like a Pavel Dimitra, Brad McCrimmon, Ruslan Saleh, Carlos Grasnes, Josef Osicek, so many lives lost far too young, and I think that's, it's probably the most tragic moment in the history of hockey, in my opinion. The plane going down. And I also want to talk about it, how it pertains to the coming lockout. I know it may sound like selfish to compare it to that, but there's going to be a lot of players going to the KHL with the lockout. Let's just call it what it is. There were in 2004, 2005, back when it was a Super League, and I remember an interview with Vinny Cavalier talking about, right after the Lokomotiv crash, talking about how scary the planes are in Russia, because the pilots really don't need the qualifications that they need in North America or most other countries, because it's Russia. But will this scare guys off from going to the KHL? I can't answer that objectively. It scared me off, that's for sure. I mean, one plane crash, you can say that, but too many lives were lost for it to be not something you take into consideration when you consider where you're playing during the lockout. But I think you gotta put that in your review and just think about the 44 lives lost on the plane. I mean, you look at Pavel Dimitra, who a year and a half before the crash in the Olympics played some of the best hockey of his career. I mean, that was a year he's pretty much scratched by Vancouver, but he was one of the best players in the Olympics in 2010, and big reason I think Slovakia won the bronze medal, and we're almost tied Canada to go to the gold medal game, and that's something that you look back on and say, wow, it's too bad, but I think you got to take that into consideration before you piss and moan about your own lives. Think about the hockey players and coaches and crew members that went up on that plane, and it landed, never really came down. I think that's something you take. And Brad McCrimmon, former pro and great, another one that was lost, and you just think about that from time to time, and it makes you grateful every time you're on a plane and it lands. As stupid as that may sound, it's definitely something you think about, and something to take into consideration. Some hockey players everywhere should honor every September 7th. That day in 2011 that really ended the lives of a lot of great players, a lot of great human beings. That's all I got in this episode. Thought I'd just take that and talk about it. Stay tuned for more episodes throughout the off season and beyond.